Feeding the World, Intensive Subsistence Farming, presentation by Julia Rio. This type of farming occurs almost exclusively in developing countries, and no one in the United States currently uses it. Farmers must work very hard on a relatively small piece of land in order to make enough for their family to eat. Intensive subsistence farming is usually found in the interior of India and in northeast China, specifically in places that are not warm or wet enough to grow rice. Typical crops include wheat, barley, millet, corn, soybeans, and oats. Occasionally, cash crops like cotton, flax, hemp, and tobacco are grown for profit. Even though we don't eat food produced in this way, thanks to globalization, foods that used to only exist in developing countries are now accessible in the United States. In Mechanicsburg, there are nearly 20 places to get Indian and Chinese cuisine that are less than 20 minutes away. Cuisine which includes soy milk, udon, somen, and soba from China, and litti chokha, fermented soybeans, and corn masala from India. So how does globalization, this massive integration of our world, happen? One reason is the commercialization of food. Now, rows of plastic bottles are a more common sight in a grocery store than organic, locally grown produce. Additionally, food producers such as McDonald's are found all over the world. Although this has led to feeding more people, it comes at a high cost. The environment often suffers from use of pesticides, mistreatment of animals, and unsustainable practices. Another reason is the movement of people. When people migrate to the United States, they bring their culture and food with them. And finally, the internet has greatly increased globalization. You can now learn about, see, or even talk to people from all over the world in seconds. Where before the only way to get soba noodles was in Asia, you can now make it in your own kitchen. So the next time you dig into that bowl of noodles, keep in mind all of the factors that go into it, from globalization to sustainability to the subsistence farmers who work hard every day to make enough to eat.